Welcome to another week of devotions, and hey, can I just say once again, it's always a thrill for me to have you join and tune in. And hey, if you do enjoy some of these sessions, please do feel free to share them with other people. Got a really interesting topic, I think, this morning or today. Want to start off with the thought of one of the amazing things that God left in our hands was to make our own decisions and choices. Wow, it's a big statement. And so our lives today, my life, is pretty much a result of the choices and the decisions that I've made over the years. And some of those have been good decisions. Some of them have been pretty bad decisions. But it's astounding that God gives us a free will to make our own choices. Some people say that this is the one area in which, in a sense, we're stronger than God. Because in our will, because God will not, and he cannot, because of the way he made us and created us, force us to do his will. It's like he just can't go in that domain, and he won't. So despite all God's power to do anything, he refuses to force you to live right. Serve him. If I was God, I would force you to do it, man. Come on, live right, sort out, But he doesn't do that. And his insistence on our freedom to choose is so great that he has granted us the power to live as though he didn't even exist, which a lot of people have made that choice. It's called the miracle of restraint. Wow. So he could use his power to force us into obedience, but what he wants is for us to be changed on the inside so that we choose to love him, serve him, live right out of our own choice. So what God does is this, and don't miss this. He just clearly states us the guidelines, the rules, if you like, but also with it, the consequences. If you live this way, you'll get this. If you live that way, it's going to go downhill. But hey, your choice. But I've made it clear how it's going to play out. I would prefer, as I said, God forced me to choose right. Because I've made a lot of mistakes that if God had forced me to do the right thing, I wouldn't have made those mistakes. So his incredible freedom of choice, it's so dangerous with humanity that's bent so strongly on sin and wrong. So one of the greatest skills that you and I need in life is the ability to make right decisions and right choices, because they determine how our life turns out for us. And I'd like to say that if you've made some wrong choices like we all have, it's okay. There's forgiveness, and God's still got a great future for you. But I do believe that most of us underestimate how important choices and decisions are, because they lead us down different tracks. So in Genesis, I just want to look at Abraham and Lot for a moment. In Genesis 13, there's a quarrel between Abraham and Lot. And there's kind of insufficient pasture and water for the herds of both of them. And so Abraham, the senior of those two, let's look at the response. In Genesis 13, 8-9, so Abraham said to Lot, "Please, let there be no strife between you and me, and between my herdsmen and your herdsmen, for we are brethren. Is not the whole land before you? Please separate from me. If you take the left, then I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, then I'll go to the left." Abraham said to Lot, "You choose." Wow. And in doing so, he was saying, "Lord, I trust you to choose for me." The result is, because of Adam's choice, he is greatly, greatly blessed. But tomorrow, I'm going to show you how Lot made his choice and the disastrous consequences that followed. Our choices, our decisions are significantly more important than we realize, because often they're going to lead to us to a pathway of blessing or a pathway of which is not so good. So hey, join me again tomorrow.